just before we got going here in the third. Na binuksan naman ni Barangay with a 3-point shot. Atid sa atin yan ng PLDT Home Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
What a milestone para kay JJ Helterbrand. 2,000 assists, ano?
56-52, ganun-ganun lang. Bigla naging apat ang abante ng Barangay Ginebra. Terence Romeo, the looper of a jumper doesn't drop. Tenorio with a running start. Looking for Kagiwa. He's got 9 points.
Romeo's been trying. Ito namang si LA Tenorio has been distributing to his teammates, finding his open teammates.
Dom, mamaya pagkatapos sa laro, huwag ka nagtatatalon sa court. Ha? Medyo nakalas yung backboard support.
Okay lang, hindi ko na
baka makantog ka eh. Worried na nga ako eh. As Evan Brock drops his 23rd point of the game. Doon sa huling atake na yun ni Mark Kagiwa, nakalas ng konti. Push yun.
Oh, dapat ang mag-ingat dyan si Coach Richard Del Rosario. Nakasama siya dun sa All-Stars natin, ha?
Oo, sa April 4, yung Legends versus Stalwarts game. Kalain mo.
Nagpapakondisyon?
Oo. Saka nabansagan Legend. 58-54 is the score. Apat ang abante ng Ginebra as we send it over to Erica.
Global Port, sabi lang ni Coach Glenn, they need to be able to adjust their ball screens, especially on the wing side where Ginebra is getting most of their shots. Para naman sa Barangay, it's the cliche instruction. Take away the easy baskets, fast break points, turnover points, and second chance points, and share the ball more para mas mapadali ang buhay para sa team. Never say die. Balik sa inyo.
You're a poet and you don't even know it. Huh?
May tingin pa sa'yo, ha?
Oo, ganun ba?
Oo, kahit malayo siya, kitang-kita ko.
Ayan, Leon Rogers. Gusto ring matignan. Tisga lang sa attacking yun, but he troops to the line for 2 shots.
His teammates appreciating that he's working down low instead of just facing up and taking the 3-point shot.
You see what Jay Wash just did para sa Global Port. He gathered everybody together.
You talk about being a leader in this team. Alam mo, maganda dito kay Jay Wash at kay Alex Cabagnot. Nagsama na sila dati.
Nanalo pa ng kampyonato.
Oo, so they've been through the ups and downs. So that's something that they could bring to Global Port.
Ito si Jay Wash actually is the captain of Global Port. Sa kabila naman sa Ginebra, it was Kagiwa. It is Kagiwa, rather. As Leon Rogers goes 2 for 2. Stretching this lead to its largest at 6. Ang Global Port po, nakalamang na hanggang 14. Binanggit mo yun, Tom, at 26. First quarter pa yung. Cabagnot na libre ng bahagya. Naka-recover si Aguilar. Cabagnot on the run. Forces it up and in. What a difficult shot mula dito kay Alex.
8 points now for Alex Cabagnot. We were looking, or Global Port is looking for guys that will help out Evan Brock. This is the time now. You need your locals to be able to score in the third quarter para mas mahaba yung pahinga ng import. Even if he's playing, he's not asserting too much effort trying to get his points.
Rogers misses. Tumatakbo Batang Pierre. Romeo with that space. Couldn't make him pay. Tenorio over to Rogers down the middle. No look pass to Kagiwa. Trying to go fast. Wala. Kagiwa pa rin for the board. Slapped away by Washington.
Kagiwa doing the little things that he didn't do before. Really, he is now getting offensive rebounds. He's leading that fast break. When I say leading that fast break, he doesn't necessarily have to be taking the shots.
Speaking of taking the shots, Mac Barangay now has 9 points. 3-pointer at Tipsatin ng PLDT Home Evolution TV into an internet TV. Evan Brock, the tireless worker ng Batang Pierre, gets another 3-point play opportunity.
Evan Brock really reminds me of the former import Rosell Ellis. Just a workhorse, will do anything and everything to be able to let his team win.
Brock short on the bonus though. Barangay Ginebra up by 5. Tenorio nagmamadali. Lalabas muna kay Rogers. Puts it on the deck. Rogers takes the contact. Couldn't get the bounce. He moves back to the line for 2 shots.
So far, the first few games that Leon Rogers has played, you see that he's more comfortable taking that jumper. Ang layo ng mga free throw.
Nick Van Exen. The 17-foot line niya. As we remind everybody that you can witness hard-hitting MMA action sa PXC 43. Magbabakbakan na sina Ale the Young Gun Kali at Ernesto Iron Montilla Jr. Magtatapet din sina Kina Inyong at May Yamaguchi. May 29 na po yan, alas 8 ng gabi, Inaris Sports Arena at mapapanood sa March 30, 3 p.m. dito lang sa TV5. Matias whistled for that offensive foul. Barangay Ginebra with a chance to stretch their largest lead of the contest. Rogers isolated kontra kay Matias. The pull-up jumper. Rogers delivers.
That's easy for Leon Rogers just shooting over Ronnie Matias. Matias needs to do a better job of harassing him and not be able to just face up and take that jumper.
And Coach Bido Harencio has seen enough. Leon Rogers starting to heat up here in the third. Timeout muna para sa Batang Pierre. Back inside the Cuneta Astro na kung saan. Kung akala nyo si Dominic Uy na ang pinakapogi sa gabing ito, hindi pa po dahil nahanap na natin ang ating Gatsby Pogi Look. Brought to you by Gatsby Hairstyling Wax. Be Gatsby Pogi para laging selfie ready.
Alam mo, may kaibigan ako na kasing gwapo, pang Gatsby din. Yung kaibigan ko si Kenneth Flaver.
Aba,
Kasama yung Parkwood 247. Gatsby look na. Pero, ang gumagamit talaga ng Gatsby, ikaw eh. Kitang-kita sa buhok eh.
walang laman yan. As Alex Cabagnot scores another basket, imimplika, mamaya sisimple din ako. Simple ng bati si Dominic Uya as Jay Washington will miss.
Bawi lang, nakadalawang game ka na eh.
Hindi kasi yung director natin, si Kuya Bangko, gustong batiin ng happy 19th wedding anniversary sina Mr. Edgar and Mrs. Gigi Octaviano.
Speaking of weddings, congratulations dun sa kaibigan ko si Ravi Cholani and Miss Ina Suzara Cholani who just got married last weekend.
Oy, congratulations sa inyo. Happy birthday na rin sa kaibigan nating pinaka na si Ludwig Anog. Meron pa? So, isang sermonan na lang tayo. Sermonan tayo, isang beses na lang.
Isang game. Sige, hi na rin ako kay Julie.
Back to action na tayo para hindi na tayo masyadong mapagalitan as Leon Rogers buries a 3. Atid sa atin ang PLDT Home Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
A lot more comfortable with the system that they've been showing now. Itong si Leon Rogers, he's been getting open looks.
Barangay Ginebra looking for their first double-digit spread of the game. Kagiwa, crossed over, goes fast to drop the deuce.
If in the first quarter, parang mas mabilis itong Global Port. In the second and the third quarter, Ginebra now is spreading that floor really well, getting layups.
72-61, Barangay Ginebra threatening to break the game wide open, but Alex Cabagnot will have none of it. Taking it to the rack sa pagkakataon na yun to cut this deficit to 9.
Very important when you're playing Barangay Ginebra and they get into a run. You gotta silence them right away.
Alex Cabagnot now with a tournament personal high 13-point performance. Nahanapan natin ang opensa si Alex. Looks like he is answering the call. And away from play, merong foul na nasilip. Looks like ito si Washington. Nakakapit dito kay Rogers. Bago pa maset yung pick, Mariwasa quality play muna tayo. Hatid sa atin ng Mariwasa Tiles. Looking for quality tiles? Trust only Mariwasa. Uncompromising quality.
Nanggigil. Ito si Japet Aguilar. Won it again. Another highlight. Evan Brock doing a good job on the defensive end dun sa mga rebounding.
R. Garcia is joined on the floor by Ronnie Matias, Evan Brock, Jay Washington, and Alex Cabagnot. Cabagnot has slid over to play the 2 spot as Washington unleashes one. Diubra, look at Kagiwa get up there against Brock. Kagiwa on the run, looking to go coast to coast. Gets the goal!
Kagiwa now with 13 points in the ball game. Ang napakahirap pag dito kay Mark Kagiwa, once he starts scoring, he really gets the crowd into the thick of things.
Barangay Ginebra gets that leather once again. Chapit waiting sana para sa possible alley-oop. Nakoberan nga lang kagad ni Brock. Chapit tracking on the baseline. They go to Rogers. Back irons that one. Garcia with a running start. Gets it to Cabagnot. Couldn't unleash it. Garcia will look to reset this one up. Brock being given all kinds of space by Rogers. Pull-up jumper. Brock off the crossover. Japet para sa rebound. Oh, Brock takes it right back. Challenged by Japet though, going nowhere on that attack. LA to the corner. Nakita si Japet, nilipat, pinalima, kabitin. Ando dun si Rogers. No count daw yon dahil meron ng foul.
Unselfish basketball para sa Barangay Ginebra. Trying to find the best shot possible.
Look at that, Mark Kagiwa. Grabe naman lundag yun. Sabi mo pagka nagkakaedad na, hindi na nakakatalon.
Apparently, it's not the same for Mark Kagiwa.
pag ordinaryong tao lang yun, pag tayo lang, ano?
Well, you know, Mark Kagiwa has never really jumped way high. Ang dito kay Mark Kagiwa, parang Joseph. Hindi ganun kataas yung hang time ni Mark Kagiwa. And he's such a smart player. He knows yung quickness getting to those angles.
Pinatunayan ni Kagiwa, yung Brock rebounding machine yan, averaging 22 a game sa unang 4 na outing nila. Tonight actually medyo tahimik sa rebounding ha. At the half he only had 9 etong si Brock, and right now he's only got 11 across his name. Pinasadahan natin kanina yung mga nagiging rebounding performance ng mga nakakalabang import ng Barangay Ginebra. As Calagnot pulls the trigger, punches it through. Hatid sa atin ng PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
16 points now for Alex Cabagnot. He has 10 in the third quarter.
Grabe, talagang answering the call from Coach Pido Harencio. He is the league leader in assists per game, pero ngayon scoring ang kanyang pinapakita. Rogers almost lost it. Somehow caught a shot up. Cabagnot nag-iisa sa kabilang dulo. Barangay chasing him. Matias will have a round-robin layup for himself.
Unselfish play by Alex Cabagnot. He is holding the fort for Global Port in this third quarter. Now Global Port only down by 7 after this spectacular play by Alex Cabagnot.
Inside the Cuneta Astrodome, 75-68 na sa ating talaan. Ang Barangay Ginebra po, pinapangalagaan pa rin ang kanilang kalamangan. Pero ang Global Port ayaw magpalayo. Starting their fight back here in the third quarter. Mag-umargin po kasama si Dominicoy, Erica Padilla at ang buong puwersa ng Sports 5 led by our producer tonight na si Daniel Ineses at direktor na si Goyo Mango. Turnover pa ang Barangay Ginebra. Coming off their own timeout though.
A good thing itong Global Port. You talk about being mentally tough. You make that run. And sometimes, once there's a timeout, sometimes your defense will all of a sudden fade. But Global Port, led by Kelly Nabong, is still able to force that turnover and getting 2 points.
Cabagnot rewarding Nabong. Di nakuha yung assist dahil di pumasok yung una. Pero Nabong gets himself a putback to bring them to within 5. Tenorio kontra dito kay Garcia. Tenorio has Kagiwa, Rogers, Aguilar, and Helterbrand as his 5. 4 that is. Kagiwa for 3. Doesn't work. Brock with the rebound. Kasama niya si Cabagnot, Garcia, Nabong, and Macapagal. Cabagnot in the lane, feeding Brock. The stretch is good.
A good fight back by Global Port, getting everybody involved. And when you talk about getting everybody involved, yung ikot ng bola. But Kelly Nabong leading the way in terms of defense, making it more difficult now for the import.
Nangangalampag na ang Global Port just within 3 points. Helterbrand lost his dribble. 5 to shoot para sa mga nakaputi. Tenorio asking for that pick. The long 3. Doesn't drop. Helterbrand battling for the board. Rogers goes up and gets the basket plus a foul. How about JJ Helterbrand keeping that leather on this side of the floor?
You know, you talk about Barangay Ginebra, the 2 guys that have really put up a fantastic fight para sa Barangay Ginebra is the Fast and the Furious. It's been JJ Helterbrand when he came in that first quarter, and then Mark Kagiwa in the third quarter. They've really been making that extra effort, yung mga extra plays, yung tapek, yung rebound.
At ang nilalabanan ng dalawa sa rebound, kanina si Kagiwa, ngayon si Helterbrand, yung Evan Brock ang katapat.
Oo, yung mas malalaki, yung import pa itong Global Port.
As Ponferrada is checked back into this contest para dito kay Nabong. Is that 5 fouls on Kelly Nabong? 78-72 na sa ating talaan. Garcia over to Cabagnot. He has come to life here in the third. Alex kontra dito kay Helterbrand. Doon at Ponferrada and Mamaril battle for position. Dun sa pasa na yon, Tenorio swiping it from behind. Etong si Brock. Mamaril whistled for the personal. Tenorio troops to the bench. Urbistondo, who picked up 4 quick fouls in the first half, is back on the floor. Garcia, quick release. RR couldn't deliver. Brock underneath. Naku, tapal ng board. Urbistondo to Helterbrand. JJ surveys. As Ponferrada switching, hinablot ni Cabagnot. Akin yan, masyadong mabilis yan. Now they go to the post. Agiwa kontra Macapagal. Mark kontra Mark. The fadeaway in and out. Garcia tracks it down. Garcia and Brock on the run. Who landed JJ Helterbrand?
Talk about experience. JJ Helterbrand anticipated where RR Garcia was going to take that basketball, not protecting it.
Piso. Ang tawag doon, binigyan kang pamasahe pa uwi ni JJ Helterbrand. 37 anyos na si JJ, no? Getting up there against the rookie.
It's a great age.
To be a commentator.
Bakit si Asi naglalaro pa?
Sabagay. As Leon Rogers troops to the bench. Binalik dito. Coach Juno, etong si J.R. Reyes. Ponferrada's in trouble. Handoff papunta kay Macapagal. 7 to shoot para sa mga team. Macapagal off balance attempt. JJ on the run. The fast trying to go all the way. Huli ni Evan Brock, pero goaltending na daw yun.
Again, talking about experience, JJ Helterbrand, he knew na papuntahin niya muna, patamain niya yung bola sa board, and it will be called for that goaltending violation.
Hindi mo na kailangan kunin yung angulo ng tira, no? Unahin mo lang yung banda. Sigurado manggigigil yung isa.
And he did just enough to be able to protect the ball just in time.
Brock though gustong bumawi. Will have to earn it from the line.
What a workhorse itong si Evan Brock. 32 minutes of action, 27 points, 14 rebounds.
And you know, it doesn't get any easier para sa Global Port. 4 na game na lang natitira sa kanila schedule after tonight, Dom. They take on the San Miguel Beermen sa March 24, March 31, rain or shine, and then April 11, talk and text bago maubos yung schedule nila kontra Barako Bull Energy Cola. Barangay Ginebra naman will be back in action this coming Sunday. Talk and text tropang texters ang kanilang kalaban. Tapos sa March 26, R21, April 2, Meralco, April 13, Alaska, at April 20, rain or shine. Mamaril off the dribble. Reyes kicks it over. Kagiwa back to Billy Moms. Too strong. Kagiwa is there. Ayaw pa rin. Rebound na kanino nasa Global Port. Romeo to Macapagal. Quick release. Di makuha. Kung hindi niya na, he didn't get his feet under him sa pagkakataon niya.
But another offensive rebound from Mark Kagiwa. 11 boards for Kagiwa.
Kaya naman kita mo naman, 33 minutes na nilalaro niya. 3 minuto pala nagpapahinga sa larong ito, Dom. Ito si Mark Kagiwa. Mamaril. All night. Pang piso-piso yung tira na yan.
Also great hugot off the bench tong si Billy Mamaril. 7 points now. 5 coming in the second quarter.
Maligsa siya mga bante rito ng Barangay Ginebra. Global Port will keep possession as Tenorio is checking back in. Papalitan niya muna si Kagiwa.
You know, you talk about the rebounding na kulang, di ba? You mentioned it kanina, turnovers and rebounds in the last 2 games of Barangay Ginebra. So far in this ball game, they are plus 14 in terms of rebound.
13 minuto pa natitira for Global Port to try and change that. Brock fouled once again. This will be free throw attempts 15 and 16 para kay Evan Brock, though.
Evan Brock just tireless. He knows, he understands that all the effort he can give para sa Global Port, they need. And he's hoping with that effort that he leads it, susunod yung kanyang mga kakampi.
Meron nga palang bagong pakain ng Ulalam para sa PBA Tropa fans in the day. Bagong Ulalam Tropa Pack. Busog na busog bang 6, 49 pesos lang. Available in sisig na astig, bistig na wala stick, at giniling mo baby flavors. Masarap, malaman, convenient. Ulalam Tropa Pack, di lang basta ulam. Ulalam! 82-75 is the score. Barangay Ginebra, abante pa rin ng 7. Wala nang 1 minuto natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Urbistondo di diskarte. Pupunta kay Helter Brand. Bang! 3-point shot natin sa atin ng PLDT Home Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
14 points now for JJ Helterbrand. Helterbrand is scoring, he's attracting defense, breaking down the defense. Kagiwa naman, rebound, assisting, and he's just leading this team in terms of the attitude to be able to get this win.
In the only other game JJ played as a 3-pointer is buried by Makapagalas. Hatid sa atin ng PLDT Home Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Etong si Helterbrand scored only 5 points but had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Needless to say, this is his best game of the tournament in only his second appearance.
Not bad naman yung nilalaro nito si JJ Helterbrand. JJ just needs minutes to be able to contribute.
Tenorio from the outside, wala. Romeo, ginambala ng 2. Nanatili sa global port ang bola. Nabong back on the floor. Papalitan muna si Evan Brock. 2.3 na lang natitira sa ating third quarter. Garcia on the run. Ginebra. So at the end of the first 3 quarters, it is Barangay Ginebra with a 7-point lead. 85-78. Mark the Spark Kagiwa, most valuable player of the PBA 2 seasons ago, already with a double-double dump. 13 and 11. Samahan mo pa ng 3 assists. What a performance by the veteran, trying to lead his Gin Kings by example. Looking for their second win dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup. Sa pagbubukas ng fourth and final quarter of action, paalala muna natin sa lahat na tutukan ang March Madness. Tampok ang mga future basketball stars sa US NCAA Division I teams. Mapapanood sila araw-araw sa TV5, Action TV at Hyper. Pasalamatan na rin natin ang ating radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, at ang ating mga kapatid over at DZSR 918 AM Sports Radio, Jolly Escobar and Mr. President Barry Pascua. Kasama si Uncle Joe at Boss Tati covering all the action tonight. Fourth quarter now underway. Global Port turned it over but got it right back. Makapagal for 3, punches it through. At it's atin ang PLDT Home Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
That's why Mac Macapagal is in there to be able to knock down those 3-point shots. Definitely needed that 3-point shot to be able to start out this fourth quarter well.
That brings them to within 4. Kasama ni Macapagal si Nabong. Almost forced that turnover. Slaughter gets that basket. May kauban pang foul.
Haven't seen really too much of Greg Slaughter in this ball game.
First basket of the contest para dito sa big man. Slaughter with a 3-point play opportunity. Takes care of business sa pagkakataon na yun. Kasama niya sa sahig itong sina Tenorio, Aguilar, Helterbrand, and Urbistondo. And yung pang-5 player ng Global Port, di natin nabanggit si Terence Ron. Garcia looking for Romeo. Urbistondo all over him, playing with 4 fouls. Romeo jumps a pass to Nabong in the lane. Nabong in traffic, trying to carve out space. What a hook by Kelly!
That's what you call hard work for Kelly Nabong. Not really a player that has too many moves, but looks like he's been working on that. And that's why he's able to get his 2 points.
And for the second time in the second half, a turnover off the inbound. Offensive foul na pito dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Greg Slaughter whistled for his 4th personal. That pressure of Global Port paying dividends now. They are within 5. In the lane, Ponferrada. Sinusopa bago pinabanda. Baba sa 3 ang abante ng Ginebra. Global Port leaving everything they got on the floor, looking for their first win of this 2014 PLDT Home Evolution PBA Commissioner's Cup. Pagkakataon nila makalapit pa rito. Garcia On the move, has Slaughter switching out. Garcia couldn't finish with a left. Slaughter for the board.
One thing good for Global Port, they're making this run while their import is resting.
Tenorio looking for Japet, already fouled on the pass. Laking bagay. No, nakakapagpahinga si Evan Brock.
Paliitin mo lang yung lamang. Guys like Cabagnot, guys like Jay Wash, and their import still resting on the bench.
Tenorio to JJ. Another three on the way. Not that time around, but look at Barangay secure that board. Slaughter on the move. The one-hander is fouled.
It's just unfair when you see Japet Aguilar, how easy he makes it look every time he goes for that alley-oop slam.
No count on that opportunity dahil si Slaughter ang inabot ng foul. This PLDT Home Devolution PBA Commissioner's Cup is presented to you by PLDT Home Devolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Now Coach Pido is digging deeper into his bench, resending or redeploying. Ito si Justin Chua. Habang makikibalita tayo kay Eric Padilla.
Si Terence ngayon ang binigyan ng special role na tatanggap ng bola para itira. Kailangan daw ma-set up ng Global Port ang laro by finding their positions and by making sure na maitaboy ang bigs ng Ginebra para hindi makaharang. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Romeo looking to dance with Helterbrand. Romeo going to that crossover and Terence delivers the 2 points.
Basically, simple lang naman yung play na pinapatakbo ni Coach Pido. 2 high screens for Romeo, then he'll just choose which side to go and just use his physical ability to break down the defense.
4 points in the contest para kay Romeo. That brings Global Port to within 1. Tenorio looks up at the clock. LA bibigay dito kay Barangay. Naipit na Nabong. Barangay gumawa ng paraan. Nandun si Slaughter for the stick back.
Glenn Slaughter now with 5 points in the ball game. A really slow start for him. He needs to be able to contribute a little bit more.
And Romeo nga ang umaatake para dito sa Batang Pierre. Keeps them within 1 point. Tenorio babawi. Gets the basket. They can stop him on foul. Chua whistled for that personal. That'll be team foul number 4. Para dito sa Global Port, wala pang team foul ang Barangay Ginebra. Mahigit 7 na minuto pa natitira sa ating final frame. LA completes that 3-point play.
High-scoring ball game for both teams.
Para kay LA Tenorio, first points of the game niya. Or make that 5 points in the contest. All 5. Scored 2 in the first half. Romeo on the move, kontra kay Helterbrand. Goes high up. Chap it for the board. Pero natapak din sa baseline. Or when he took off, sinasabi yata ng ating officials, galing siya sa labas.
Unforced turnover for Barangay Ginebra.
At babalik na si Leon Rogers para dito sa mga nakaputi. Papalitan si Greg Slaughter. Sinabayan ng pasok ni Ronnie Matias. Pinagpahinga na si Mark Makapagat. Cabagnot also back as part of the 5 for the guys in line. Labong locating niya kung si Cabagnot. Haba pa naman ang shot clock ng Global Port. Cabagnot in traffic. Drop is there for the stick back.
Evan Brock, much needed rest. Look how he comes out as aggressive as he was in the first quarter.
32 big points and that ties a confidence high para sa kanya. And Nabong forces the turnover on Rogers. Akala yata ni Nabong merong foul, nagre-reklamo pa. Sabi na rep, walain nyo nga bola. Nagre-reklamo pa eh.
He's just so focused on what he had to do.
So now it is Global Port Batang Pierre with a chance to tie the game, maybe take the lead with a 3. Romeo goes for the tie. Wala. Nabong underneath. Ayaw pa rin. At nasa Barangay Ginebra na ang bola. Tenorio fouled by Cabagnot. And Alex making sure na ma-impede niya yung progress ni LA. Sinasabi ni LA, hinagis naman niya yung bola. Dapat free throws. And this will put Global Port in the penalty. Sa susunod na foul pa nga lang yan. Timeout muna tayo. Back for the final 7:50 of this contest. Barangay Ginebra at Global Port looking to erase yung mga malabangungot nilang umpisa dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup. Barangay Ginebra looking for their second win. Global Port naman kauna-unang panalo ang kanilang pinapangarap. 93-91, it is Barangay Ginebra by 2 plus possession. Sa 10 segundo na lang sa kanilang shot clock.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
Make that 8 seconds remain.